Boo. Did I get you? This is just footage of a walk through the I can never pronounce this right. Uh Aogigahara Forest, commonly referred to as the Suicide Forest if I'm getting my spooky Japanese forests correct. I'm gonna drink some water. Make sure to stay hydrated. I especially have to do it because outside of like the hour of radio I live alone and I not one of those people that talks to themselves all the time, so it's very easy for me to strain my voice. From what I've heard, this visual novel has voice acting, so I might not have to read it all. Boom. Twitch Master. So what I know about this title, created by somebody who uses the online handle Via, a sort of a, I guess you could say mutual friend. They are a friend of mine. I know another friend of mine apparently does the voice acting. I've seen some monster designs. Hitting the mic there. And I know it's about half an hour to an hour runtime. Outside of that, I know Via has done 2 games, and this one seems to be the more popular of the 2, and I think that might just be because I know Markiplier had played this one, and I don't know if he played the other one. That being said, I've sort of dilly-dallied long enough, so, let me get started, I guess. I like how it pops open when you go over start. Getting late. My eyelids have begun to feel heavy. I better go to sleep. First thing I'm wondering is this just the creator's bedroom? I leave aside the book I've been reading and look out my window. The process of falling asleep is always a struggle against noise. I'm a little different. Crickets bother me, but my dad's a transport truck driver, so I remember sort of falling asleep in the bunk. So, like, if I'm really desperately trying to get to sleep, something I should be doing right now since tomorrow's garbage day, sometimes I'll just do laundry to fall asleep to. Barking dogs, police sirens, or even my own intrusive thoughts. Okay, yeah, I know that feeling. But not even the turning gears of my brain are producing much sound. Tonight is just oddly quiet. Quiet. Too quiet. I feel restless. My sight veers towards the hallway outside my door. The distance between my room and the opposite wall is only 10 steps long. I'd known, since I've made a habit of counting them whenever I go out. 1, 2, 3, absent-mindedly, but always. I don't know why. Maybe I just like being aware of my surroundings, the smallest details. But tonight is different. The hallway looks like it stretches into nothingness, like the throat of a gargantuan beast. Logical thinking cries that it's just my imagination. There can't be anything wrong or different about it. It's just a hallway. But I don't want to look at it. So I take a deep breath and close my eyes. In my room, there's a bed. In my room, there's a wardrobe. In my room, there's pictures framed on the wall. My room is a part of myself. I really like what he's done here with this. The world I know like the back of my hand. Were someone to blindfold me and ask me to find my way around, I'd do so without the slightest difficulty. As long as nothing changes, having my eyes closed makes no difference. In this room, I can always find what I want to find. Because in this room, I know how everything looks. I need to wake up early tomorrow. I should really try to sleep. Some footsteps there that I definitely heard. I'm hoping I have the game loud enough for anybody listening. I definitely did like a quick recording to check, and it sounded like it might be alright. You know, mixing audio is a mess, and I'm not listening back to it the way other people would be. Here it is again. Getting closer. What's that sound? Are those footsteps? No, that's impossible. It must be my imagination. But it's getting closer. And closer. And closer. And closer. I thought the last one was going to be the last one. They are gone. Right. There's no way someone could be there. Rustling of blankets. Hey. Ooh. Oh, that voice whisper. I have headphones on, so the voice acting is very effective right now. Open your eyes. So I don't know how many choices are in this game, but if it gives me the option right now, totally opening them right away. Yep. There's nothing there. Alright, so clearly I am bad at directions. I knew going in, the first thing I would want to do is open my eyes as soon as possible. This is in Ren'Py, so I imagine it has a skip option. It does. Okay, cool. Where is... Okay, awesome. Automatic saves at the choices. Cool. Do I open my eyes? Well, we're gonna say no this time. I don't open my eyes. So from now on, I'm gonna say no every single time.
Open your eyes. Look at me.
I do my best to ignore the voice.
Why won't you look at me? Where are your manners? If a stranger asks for help, is it right to ignore them?
I heard a few people talk about this game and how it sort of relates to the way they experience sleep paralysis. And fortunately, I've had sleep paralysis maybe once or twice, but it's not like a thing I have to deal with. One of the other things I know, and it's just, because of how people are online, some people are very attracted to this sort of shapeless idea, which, I totally understand monster love.
Is that how it is?
I can feel someone breathing over my ear. It's cold.
I will share a secret with you. I have never seen myself before.
Oh, that's sad. I probably got a room in the bathroom here.
I don't know if my face is ugly.
I'm sure it's
I
pretty.
don't know the color of my skin. I don't know if I'm even here.
Okay.
That is why I need you to open your eyes, so you can tell me how I look. But I'm also shy, so I might hide the moment you do.
Oh, I see.
You won't find me anywhere, and soon you will forget, like a faded dream. I know you're not asleep. You listen with those tiny ears of yours.
See, this just took me out of the story because I'm known for having actually quite large ears. Sort of grew into my ears as I aged.
They look so fragile.
Please don't hurt my
I could
ears.
almost grab them.
I feel something caress my ear.
Put my fingers around them. And tear them off.
Oh, don't do that.
If I do, will you scream?
It would hurt pretty badly. I can't do a Bane impression, but that's all I can think of right now. I'm sorry.
Will I hear your voice? It was a joke.
Oh, you got me.
Joking. Don't be scared.
Well, I'm sorry. I saw the horror tag on this, so I was, I assumed.
Hey. How do you think my eyes look when our gazes finally meet? What will you find? Answer me.
What do their eyes look like? So the choices here are: they look broken, they look empty, they look lost. Based on what they've said so far about not knowing who they are, what they look like, not even knowing if they exist, I want to say the last choice. They look lost.
They look lost. That may be so. I am never sure of where I am. My days consist of wandering about aimlessly, searching for something. I worry that if I'm not paying attention, what I'm searching for will slip away. The thought terrifies me. It terrifies me so much. So I always keep my eyes peeled.
You know what they say, rise and grind.
Even if there's nothing to see. That way, wandering began, I can no longer recall the feelings that drove me to it. What is it? Is it something I can hold? Is it a being of flesh and bones?
I'm a being of flesh and bones.
Is it nearby? Is it you? Hey, have you ever looked so fervently for something that you end up losing yourself in the process?
I think everybody sort of looks for meaning in their own life. Many people I know, myself included, definitely are searching for what their identity is, much like this character here.
Have you?
I remain silent.
These eyes. Are these my eyes?
These eyes are these my eyes. I'm worried that this choice is going to lead to him ripping my eyeballs out. I'm gonna say yes.
A good answer. Yet there is only one way to know the truth. Open your eyes.
I'm gonna say no, because he doesn't have a mouth yet.
So you won't look at me. Even though your eyes are so pretty.
Well, thanks for the
I
compliment.
can't see them, but I can imagine them behind their veil of flesh. Round like pearls and shiny like jewels.
I guess they would be like, are sapphires the blue ones? I have rather nice blue eyes. It's sort of the one feature of myself I can point to and be like, yep, those turned out alright.
So pretty.
A breath of cold air caresses my eyelashes.
It's fine. We still have time. The night is still and silent.
That very low breathing into the mic is very hard to record properly.
People are good at closing their doors. Do you know what a door is? Of course you know. You have one right there at the verge of your little world.
You know, playing this, and I can't remember when this came out exactly, but playing it in 2021 sort of hits a little differently.
A door is a barrier to keep the bad out. The bad can be anything. A bad person, a bad smell. And sometimes, me, I can't open doors. I find them tricky. Should I push or pull?
That one looks like a push.
Should I turn the knob left or right?
I'm gonna guess you turn the knob right if you're coming in through that one.
Should I try to take it off its hinges?
Well, don't do that.
Should I chip away at it, hoping it will fall apart? And what happens when it opens? Do I close it behind me?
It depends. If it's a front door, yeah, you know, you don't want, especially this time of year, for me locally, it gets a little chilly.
Do I keep it open? But that might be rude to the person who had it closed. But then, how do I get out? And what happens if the wind pushes it close? What then? So many options. So many things that could go wrong. Whenever I stand in front of a closed door, it paralyzes me. I stare at it for a long time and think of my excuses, because that's all they are. What bothers me the most about closed doors is the idea they exist to keep me out, and fills me with the need to go in. So I search for a crevice or a window anything that might be open. Anything that might let me in. I'm not good with doors, but as long as there's a place where I can fit, then I can go in anywhere.
I gotta say, the dialogue written here is doing a very good job of making me relate to this creature that's stumbled into my room here. Everybody wants their place. Doesn't necessarily have to be and there's, what do they say, like a door's an opportunity, but you don't always need some grand door open. You can just find a place to exist. That's good too.
Every night, I hop across the shadows of the streets. I'm careful so as to not be caught by the light. In my eternal search, I pick a place where to rest. I slip in and spend the night wherever is comfortable, without alerting anyone. Usually it's a cellar, an attic, anywhere with dust, with dirt. I feel at home there. But sometimes, just sometimes, an urge swells inside of me. The urge to be seen.
Again, continuing to make this character very relatable.
So I search hard for a door that's open, for an entryway covered in darkness, and for someone to be at the other end, awake, as if expecting me. But you won't look at me, even though you had your door open for visitors. Why is that? Are you afraid? Do I scare you? No, we have been chatting for so long.
I should skip the dialogue there. He said, no, that can't be it.
You haven't chased me out. That means you welcome me. So I'm certain that if I were to reach out my hand,
Something moves over my bed sheets.
you would reciprocate and grasp it. I'm sure your hands are warm. So very warm. Because people are always warm. Hey, how do my hands look? When my warmth finally meets yours, how will it feel? Answer me.
What do their hands look like? They look tired. They look deceitful. They look incomplete. So far, I do not get the impression that this character is trying to deceive me in any way. But that could just be, my sense of empathy for this creature sort of kicking in. They look incomplete. Also feels wrong to me. I mean, in the drawing, they're clearly not currently drawn. I imagine they're about to pop in after this, the same way the eyes did. But I'm not really sure. Ooh, that was a big pop there. I'm gonna go with they look tired. I think that's the one I'm gonna choose.
They look tired. That may be so.
Interesting. My first thought is obviously of something like Salad Fingers. I think that's David Firth that did that animation. The fingers are obviously longer than a normal hand, and the nails are also quite long.
These fingers of mine have touched so many things. They are always stretching forwards,
That explains why they're so long.
reaching out for something. The tip of my finger fingers dance over the surfaces that I travel, and their sensations reach the core of my brain. Be it the softness of the first spring flowers, or the roughness of a wall made out of rubbish. Caressing, grabbing, clawing. No matter the time of day, no matter if I'm awake or asleep, as if they had a mind of their own. Even now, they clutch onto the fabric of your bed sheets. They like how these thousands of threads intertwine with each other. The rustle of fabric against fabric, of skin against skin is irresistible. They want more. They want to feel closer, to have it between them and around them, more and more and more. Sometimes, however, they can't reach as far as they'd like. That's when I lend a hand. I take over and stretch, 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 and they grow. Maybe just the length of a fingernail every time, but they grow, just so they can reach out, clutch what they want, and then throw it aside, discarded and forgotten. That's why they are tired, because they never stop seeking, and most likely never will. Hey, have you ever stretched your fingers to grab a hold of something important, only to learn that it's been long out of your grasp? Have you?
Remain silent.
These hands. Are these my hands?
I think for all of these, I'm just gonna say yes every time.
A good answer. Yet, there is only one way to know the truth. Open your eyes.
Do I open my eyes? I still think I'm still on the there's no mouth kick. And maybe that's just because I have seen some of the art featured for on like Twitter and Tumblr and stuff before. So I'm gonna say no again. Playing this though, I also fear that it will just lead to the scene I saw initially where I just opened my eyes and there's nothing.
So you won't look at me.
Soon, buddy.
Even though my hands could be the same as yours. Think about it. Maybe you and I are similar.
Well, now he's really hitting the points I've been saying.
No, I know we are. I can feel it in my skin. Oh. Can you hear it?
Sounds like a heartbeat. Definitely a heartbeat.
My skin is pulsating.
Now that sounds like a heartbeat. I really hope that's not your skin.
It has been long since this happened.
Oh, you feel some kind of connection between us.
It's a sign of my innermost emotions flowing out. I wander the world, wanting to be seen. I'll be satisfied as long as someone tells me how I look. But it's not like anyone will do. If it did, then it would be oh so easy. Since I could show myself to everyone at once.
I'm sort of just working through things in my mind right now, like, you know, sometimes when you want help finding your identity, you need the right person to help out.
Since I don't want to be judged, I don't want to be perceived as something I'm not. It scares me. That is why, when someone is on the verge of looking at me, I shy away. I hide, fading into the dark. But you might be different. If it's you, it might be possible to stand still, if only for a second. That way you can help me, and we can both be fulfilled. Just thinking about it, it makes me feel something. I cannot describe it. I am not good with words.
You've busted out some pretty good ones so far, though.
There was a person in my past who taught me to speak like a person.
Interesting.
They were not good at it either.
I wonder if this is the writer sort of dragging on themselves a little.
And thinking back on it, they certainly didn't enjoy it. To teach a wordless being how to talk must be a challenge. Yet, they did. Simply because they could. It is weird to remember. Because it makes me think of why I want to be seen. And I am not. Sure. I don't care much for my appearance. I don't want to be judged. But if that were it, I could easily stay out of sight. So why is it? Why do I want someone to recognize me so much? Maybe it's only because I can. Because everyone gets to be recognized. But me. But I will. Soon. Once you open your eyes. There it is again. Just thinking about the moment you unveil your sight onto me. And you finally take those bed sheets off your body. And you inspect every crevice of mine. And you finally open those tight lips of yours to let me hear what I am, and to maybe even give me a name.
Really,
It makes me feel.
I can see why some people online are quite attracted to the creature in this game.
But I don't know what. Surely it would be evident if you were to look at my face. Hey, what does my expression look like when that veil of uncertainty finally disappears? What will we convey to each other? Answer me.
What do their expression look like? I feel like what does their expression look like may have flowed a little better there. It's a cheerful smile. It's a surprised grimace. It's an emotionless stare. This is actually the toughest one so far. If I was gonna pick a choice... Ooh, my mic's peaking a little. I might have turned the gain up a little too high. The expression I'm expecting is sort of, I guess you could call it melancholy. Hold on, let me look up the definition to melancholy. I'm not I'm not smart like all these visual novel writers. I don't know the big words. A feeling of pensive sadness, typically with no obvious cause. Sad and pensive. I do definitely get a sense that their expression would be one of sadness mixed with relief. So I don't think they'd be outwards happy. I think they'll have happiness, but after searching for this meaning for so long, I guess they'd be surprised to finally have it. I think I'm gonna go with it's a surprised grimace.
A surprised grimace. That may be so. Tonight is the first I hear about my eyes. Or my hands. And the new and unexpected is always a source of surprise. People always act surprised when I show myself before them. So it makes sense that my appearance would surprise me as well. At times, they stop moving, merely looking at me in awe. At others, they scream and run and exhaust themselves to the point they can't think. Others, they don't feel much at all. They sit and stay and attempt to talk. I don't like when they do that. It's like they are not seeing me, not recognizing me. I much prefer when they freeze. I much prefer when they scream. A reaction is what I want. It's a sign that I am there, and that my existence means something to them.
I understand what the creature is saying here. How these extreme reactions of fear sort of reveal that they do exist, but I think if somebody's willing to sit down and chat with you like they described, that clearly there's some kind of connection there. It means something to them.
That's why I like you. You did not scream, yet you did not run either. You were surprised and averted your eyes, but instead, you stayed.
I think that's because the character that I'm taking over for this has sleep paralysis.
Listening, acknowledging.
Though he can talk, so I don't think you can do that with sleep paralysis. Okay, I have a friend. His father has sleep paralysis sometimes, and apparently, he has been able to call out like, "Hey, come wake me up. I'm, stuck, fearful, or whatever."
You are the first to do this for me. You are new and unexpected. Yet, how odd. Is this really surprise? No. You say it is, so it must be true. But what I'm feeling right now, what I'm experiencing, it's not the same as those who've seen me. As if their surprise was something different from mine. Hey, have you ever acted surprised? Not because you are, but because you believe that's how you must feel.
I think the obvious answer to this statement is Christmas or some other holiday, birthday even, getting a gift that maybe you'd play up. Or maybe even if it's a surprise party and you knew ahead of time, somebody might pull you aside and be like, "Hey, we know you know, but blank did a lot of planning." Something like that.
Have you
I remain silent.
This expression. Is this my expression? I see. Thank you. You have truly helped me tonight. These are my eyes. These are my hands. And this is my expression. I consider these my most treasured features, and you have helped me picture them all. No one has done this for me. I feel a connection with you, one born out of honest gratitude. But there's one step left. You need to make sure of the truth. It is the only way to finally understand each other. So please, I beg of you, open your eyes.
This definitely feels like the big one. And even if I only see him for a moment, I'm compelled. There's nothing there. That's the newest one. I was kind of feeling like, okay, let's just do one ending, but the game is called Don't Open Your Eyes, so I guess I'm gonna say no.
No.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I see. I understand. No, it's fine. You have still helped me by answering my questions. No one has done that for me before. So I have no right to ask for anything else.
I know for a fact if I open you, you're just gonna run away.
No, that is a lie. Ever since I stepped into this room, you have refused to engage with me. Not even once. Not even once, not even once, not even once, not even once, not even once. Not even once. Did you open your eyes?
Well, I did save scum.
Not even once. Did you look at my face? You stayed there, acting as if you were asleep.
I did answer your questions, though.
Feigning ignorance and not moving an inch. At times making me believe that our conversation was just in my head. You haven't opened your mouth.
Okay, I see.
But you didn't need to. I can hear far, far beyond what most others can. And I can see further than what others would consider the dark, empty bottom. That's why I know that I wasn't wrong. You are like me. We are the same.
Pretty early on, I was getting the sense that he would say these lines at some point.
You too look for what's not there. You too reach out for what might hurt you. And you too are a liar. The type that shows one thing and feels another. But you made a mistake. I know you're lying. Because every answer you've given me so far has been wrong. I am not what you said I am. These eyes, these hands, this expression.
Oh.
They aren't mine. Maybe they are yours.
Dialogue certainly made them feel very relatable.
But I do not care. Not anymore. Open your eyes.
no choice on this one.
I didn't want to be judged. I didn't want to be perceived for something I'm not. And that's all you did. So now, you will open your eyes and see me for what I truly am. You said so, remember? That in this room, you know how everything looks. It was those words that brought me here. So you have to do right by that which you claimed. It is time. Open your eyes. Open your eyes.
That last one didn't have a voice line. So I guess it's me saying that. Open your eyes. Do I open my eyes?
You had your chance. It's not up to you anymore. You won't open your eyes. I will.
Ah, okay, yeah. Something coils around my head. The pressure around my skull is unbearable. I hear something shatter.
Ah, your eyes are as beautiful as I imagined. Tell me, my new friend, what do you see?
I want to answer, but they've grabbed onto my head and won't let me talk. But what I see is... Close my eyes.
That won't do. Open your eyes. Open them. Open them now. Open, open, open. Open, open, open. Open, open, open.
Ooh, it was a good sound effect work, I gotta say.
It seems I did it again. You can't see anymore, right? You can't talk anymore, right? You can't think anymore, right? Then, this is farewell. Thank you for trying, friend. Even though you were a liar, I leave this piece of myself here with you. I must go. I must look for the right person. Someone who can tell me how I look. Someone who can explain to me why everyone looks like that when they do.
There's something in my hand. It's what they left behind. What is it? It feels important. But I can no longer open my eyes. Well, that's clearly an ending. I do want to load that last choice just to see if saying no just sort of leads to the same ending there.
chance.
Okay, so it does. So that was Don't Open Your Eyes. Very strong. I didn't pay attention to the credits there, whoever did the voice acting there, but I thought it was all right. There were a couple times where the sort of whisper yelling sort of reminded me of like talking to a kid online in like a shooting game. Like I guess the stereotypical thing would be like talking to a kid in the Xbox Live COD lobby, something I never did, but when you know what like whisper shouting is in that sense, you sort of get the idea of it. I'm gonna go ahead and paste the link to the source here in the Twitch chat. Or, I don't know, anybody who's lurking. If you want to play that and maybe make some different choices, maybe open your eyes a little more often than I did. And you know, while I'm here, let's just capture that real quick. I don't remember how to do a specific type of capture. But I'll just... if you follow the link I posted, I just don't want everybody to see my bookmarks. There's nothing bad in there, but yeah, you know, I don't want people to know what bank I use. But Via does have a second visual novel. I'm not going to play that right now, but it's called Radio Signal. I see here, like the last paragraph of the synopsis is, never turn the radio off. And I guess it is sort of voiced similar to this one, so maybe I'll check that out in the future. But you know, this was my look at Don't Open Your Eyes. Final thoughts. I should have played it sooner. I had a feeling it was going to be a good time, and I really enjoyed it. Playing it on stream like this was fun because I don't often play games with headphones, but I think the dialogue whispered right into my ear definitely helped to enhance it a little. And those sound effects were real good. I'm a radio person, I guess. It's definitely how I've described myself before on like LinkedIn or something. So sound is important to me, but especially when you know, you only have so much to go on. I've played I mean, everybody calls them visual novels, but I've played novels that sort of lack the visual part and more referred to as sound novels, and they have they do a great job at just using sound effects to get the point across. But you know, there were some visuals here, but they were a bit more abstract. Not really sure what's real, what's not, but those sound effects, the whispering in the ear from the voice acting, the caressing of the blanket, the shattering of my skull, all really good. I really liked what you did there. I know you're gonna see this because I know you often will go through and watch some streams and stuff. And I'm gonna probably upload this to YouTube and tag you in it. I'm gonna drink some more water. I'm making you a promise right now, though, Via. I will check out your other game. I know you've tweeted before that the first one seems a bit more popular, but after this one, I don't know if it'll be right away. You know, I got Todd Howard's magnum opus to replay for the 100th time, but I'm definitely looking forward to more of this. But I think that's gonna be it from me for now.